How many times have you groaned when Okinawa or Mountain Ridge pops up as a map? Well, it looks like Wargaming actually finally heard you and listened to the community. They're actually doing some fixes. Stick around and you can find out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Normal Guy of the North here, and today we're diving into a fresh dev blog that's all about random battles. Specifically, map changes. Yes, Wargaming is officially running a closed test to rebalance some of the most complained about maps in the game for years. If you've ever grown when Okinawa or Mountain Range pops up, you'll want to stick around because these maps are finally getting a facelift. And we might even see some competitive map Riposte, I think it's called, introduced into randoms. So why now? Well, Wargaming says they've been analyzing battle data and reading through your feedback. Okay, some maps they say just weren't delivering fair or fun gameplay. No kidding, especially those two. Anyway, maybe one spawn had an advantage, maybe one flank was easier to control, or maybe cap zones just funneled ships into an awkward situation. This test is all about ironing out those issues and making sure every map feels balanced no matter which side you spawn on. Alright, so let's start with Okinawa. Been to Okinawa, it's a great little island. This map has been infamous for a while. The main complaints, the north and south spawns often felt unbalanced. One side could grab positioning near key islands more safely while the other was forced into open water. It was a nightmare for slower battleships and destroyers, often found themselves exposed trying to contest caps, especially against radar cruisers. Now in the rebalance, Wargaming is tweaking the layout. Expect shifts to cap positions, some islands being moved or reshaped, and better cover opportunities to reduce those long punishing sightlines. The goal is to make Okinawa less about which side you spawn on and more about skillful play. Alright, next up, Mountain Range. And let's be honest, this map gets stale very fast. The design tends to split players into rigid lanes, and if you push too aggressively, you get crossfired from multiple angles instantaneously. The middle is an absolute dead zone where almost nobody goes unless you want to die because it's just a torpedo magnet. Wargaming wants to refresh with cap zone changes, more usable terrain, and tweaks that encourage movement. Ideally, Mountain Range should feel like a living battlefield where flanking and rotations are possible instead of just a long-range camping contest. And here's the Wargaming curveball, Riposte. Hope I'm saying that right. But don't worry, there's a lot of you in the chat will tell me otherwise, because people from all around the world will tell me how to pronounce something in their native language. Anyway, a map most of you will only know from competitive play such as clan battles. Riposte features a very different layout with unusual cap zone positions and terrain that forces teams to adapt their strategies. Bringing it into random battles is a huge experiment. It could really shake up the meta, give us something new to learn and new tactics to develop, but of course it will only stay if the community actually enjoys it. So don't be shy about giving your feedback when it hits the test servers. Drop me a comment down below and let me know from the community itself. Do you guys actually do the test servers? Do you go out and actually play on them? I have actually never played on one of the test servers, if I'm being honest. Alright, let's moving on. So why does all this matter? Maps are the silent third party in every battle. You can have a perfect ship, you can have a perfect build, but if the map heavily favors one side, you're fighting an uphill battle. These rebalances are all about fairness, variety, and keeping the game fresh. Think of it like this. Ship balance changes affect one or two ships at a time, but map changes affects every battle you play and every ship. That's why this test is such a big deal. Okay, so here's where you, the community, come in. If you're part of the closed test, get in there. Play Okinawa, play Mountain Range, and play a Riposte, and give Wargaming solid feedback. Even if you're not in the test, this is your chance to speak up. Comment on the dev blog, share your ideas, or let me know down below what would change or what changes you would like to see, because the maps we get in random battles shape the entire experience, and your voice does matter. So what do you think? Does Okinawa need more cover? Should Mountain Range be completely redesigned? And are you excited or nervous about Riposte and randoms? Let me know your thoughts down in the condoms. Did I just say condoms? Comments. You know what? I'm going to leave that in there. And we'll see who's actually paying attention all the way to the end of the video. But hey, if you guys see on the screen, you got yourself 2 more selections. Feel free to click on anyone you want. Get yourself some more great content. But as always, take care. Stay safe. I can't believe I said condoms. Bye for now.